Hi, Tom Blodgett here today. I've got a crack at a knife. I'm going to turn around and show you that in a second. I'm going to take you through the repair process here on the wheels and then sharpen it up regularly. I was sharpening this up and I noticed there was a crack right here. So what we're going to do is take it down. Now it looks to be pretty substantial. Let me outline what I see here. It looks to be a couple of mils thick. So on the other side, so I'm not sure how far back it goes because the knife is pretty dirty, but I'm going to work this section in here in red, get rid of that first, and then go back and bring the rest of the blade down. I talked to the owner. I think this is the best recommended because the last thing you want to do is have this ultimately break off and, kill the whole knife that much further up. That's what's going to happen. So better to just take off a couple mils now, or 4 or 5 now. And the blade steel, the core steel on this knife goes all the way up to here. So that's about half the knife. So we got enough room to do this with. I'm going to use the stone wheel today, just to get in there and do the rough work, then we'll finish on the belts. Okay, so let's begin. So I've gone where the crack is, and I want to see now if there's any. I'm going to take off a little bit more here to see if there's still a hairline crack. So let me get in there real quick before this stops. Yeah, it's looking pretty good. It looks like that's about where it ends. So it looks like it was just a hairline crack here, but there's some scratches that were bringing it back further. So now I'll go and I'll continue to do the rest of the blade. I can outline this, or you could do it by eye. I'll give a little bit of an outline. And the other side here, just making sure there's no evidence of any more cracking. So the next step is to do the rest of the blade. So we'll outline it first. Okay. You can see better the profile here on it. It's pretty good now. We've got a thickness of about 1 millimeter here. So we'll just come in and thin it out. And we can do a little bit on the grinder here, and then we'll come back to the belt. So I'll do a little bit thinning out here, not much. Still a little wonky, but we'll get that fixed on the belts. It'll be a lot easier because this is about 1 inch wide on the wheel, so you can only get about 1 inch at a time going. So this is one of the big advantages of having a 4-inch wide 4x36 belt here, is that I can now get 4 inches. That's what she said, across here, and I can really even this blade out. And then if I were to use the 2x72, I could still do it, but it would be, again, in smaller sections. But having that 4-inch section, which I can then turn to an 8-inch or more here for the full extent of the blade, really gives me that flexibility to shape this, again, correctly. And I didn't take too much down. I've still got about a 1/2 mil thickness on this. So we've got good shape coming. Starting to get that bevel. We're not quite there yet. There's still some thickness. One thing I do want to make clear is that I am dipping my blade in water to cool it here because I am doing a substantial amount of work and potentially going to cause some overheating. So we've got a bevel going. It's to the edge, so we're going to come clean that up. Make it. You can see my bevel line is pretty good, pretty even. It's got a nice little curve to the belly. Okay, that's basically repaired. We'll continue on to the sharpening, zoop zoop. Not seeing any fracture lines here now. And hopefully as we sharpen up, there'll be nothing else to see here. Keep moving along. And of course, we've got to do the cut test. So this is after the zoop zoop. Not Not bad. Hey guys, thanks for watching again our videos. If you like the videos, please like and subscribe and hit the button somewhere here and subscribe to our channel and see some more videos, and we'll get you sharp. Thank you.